Lots of interesting things are happening around Bayley, so we'll see what's going on there. We'll also check out the latest with Bobby Lashley, the Street Profits, Rey Mysterio, and more. Let's start things off with Bayley because there's a lot going on there with her real-life injury and her WWE-related storylines. A picture of Bayley rocking a knee brace went viral earlier in the week, and it became a big topic of conversation amongst the fans about how severe this injury really is. This injury in question, of course, is the freakish knee injury that took place a few weeks ago during a WWE live event. Fans thought the worst, but Bayley was quick to post an update later that same night saying that she was fine. Bayley is able to walk on that knee, but it looks like they're being extremely careful with her knee, giving her that knee brace and keeping her out of the ring, most likely for several weeks, just to be safe and get back to 100%. Despite that knee injury, Bayley's feud and story with Shotzi appears to be continuing as well. Bayley and Shotzi's feud started after Bayley screwed Shotzi out of a Money in the Bank ladder match spot not once, but twice. And then after that, Bayley ruined and cut Shotzi's hair backstage, which led to Shotzi's character truly embracing what Bayley did to her, and she decided to finish the job by completely shaving her head. Now Shotzi's been seen recently with her new look in several WWE live events, but strictly speaking about on-screen WWE television, Shotzi hasn't made a single appearance on SmackDown ever since. So it's creating this sense of mystery and build-up there that Shotzi has been technically physically missing from SmackDown, but her presence is still felt during segments with Bayley because it feels like Shotzi's lurking in the background and basically stalking Bayley in every way she can. Shotzi's been leaving notes in Bayley's locker, causing Bayley to panic and leave the arena right away. And like we recently saw on SmackDown, Shotzi's even now leaving around little poster boards telling Bayley that she'll see her soon, and Shotzi even attached some strands of her hair to the poster board. So it's creating this special aura around Shotzi with how she's watching Bayley from the shadows. WWE has done several different versions of a stalker sort of character in years past. Some of them have been decent success, but others have definitely flopped. One of the most recent instances of a stalker storyline was Dexter Lumis and The Miz. That was interesting at first, but there was no solid story behind the stalking, so it eventually fell flat. But with Bayley and Shotzi, we're well aware of the multiple reasons why Shotzi is coming after Bayley, and it's perfectly justified and makes sense. So the feud definitely has some solid story foundation to build from. But with Bayley's injury status, it's possible that we'll see a few more weeks of stalking from Shotzi just to give Bayley some more time to heal. But in other Bayley-related news, she posted a cryptic message that could have multiple meanings. Bayley posted a message that read, "You mean nothing to me." She posted that quote along with 4 pictures, 3 of the pictures containing images of Shotzi's hair, implying that the message was for Shotzi. But the 4th image was just a picture of Bayley and Iyo Sky. So Bayley definitely started some fan conversations and discussion amongst the fans with that post. Was Bayley talking to Shotzi, or was she sneak dissing Iyo Sky with that message? You can definitely look at it both ways, it's open to your interpretation, but it's very interesting that Bayley posted pictures of Iyo Sky several times within a post that mentioned how a certain someone means nothing to her. Bayley has a lot going on right now. She's trying to get that knee being back to fully healthy, she's got this tension going on with Iyo Sky, and now she's being stalked by Shotzi. So maybe there's a strong chance that we'll see more and more bigger stalking segments between Bayley and Shotzi, and how that stalking can grow over time. Maybe Bayley's outside the venue, she thinks she can escape the madness of Shotzi's stalking, but maybe that's where we can see Shotzi make her first big move at. Shotzi has been wrestling at live events with her usual old ring gear, but maybe she'll even have new ring gear to match her new look when she returns to WWE television as well. And if Shotzi can return and score a victory over Bayley, that will definitely get back on a great new track. So, a lot to look forward to there. A clip from Drake's It's All Blur tour in MSG recently went viral amongst the wrestling community. Drake had a portion of his live show where he wanted everyone to look around and give someone a compliment and show love. Well, Drake himself pointed out a fan's glasses, said that he liked them, and mentioned how the fan looked like a wrestler. Drake then specifically name-dropped Rey Mysterio. So it was definitely a cool moment for Rey to be name-dropped during his big tour that's going on. As far as an update in WWE goes for him, Rey Mysterio was recently going one-on-one with his fellow LWO member Santos Escobar for the right to face Austin Theory for the United States Championship. However, the match was stopped after Rey Mysterio appeared to be injured during some of the spots outside the ring. Reports claim that the injury and match stopped was all legit and unplanned. The alleged rumored plan was for Escobar to score a clean win over Rey Mysterio to keep his momentum building towards his match with Austin Theory, but due to the injury, Rey just couldn't finish the match. But Santos Escobar was still declared the winner and will now face Austin Theory in a few weeks. With a lot of fans feeling like Escobar may get the job done and bring the United States title back to the LWO. Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits have been lightly paired up with each other for a few weeks now, and we're getting more hints about where this could all be headed. Bobby Lashley has met with the Street Profits, Carmelo Hayes, and Trick Williams in recent weeks. And the big question we have had ever since was the question of which of those superstars would make the final cut to be added to this big project that Bobby Lashley's working on. And well, the July 28th edition of Smackdown appeared to give the answer to that question in regards to the Street Profits status with Bobby Lashley. Bobby Lashley was shown backstage with Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins. Lashley reveals that he was talking to Carmelo and Trick to see what they thought of the Street Profits. Lashley said that they both spoke very highly of the Street Profits and had nothing but great things to say about them. He said that the Street Profits are stars, how they should be treated like stars, and how they should dress like stars. Bobby Lashley was directly referring to Angelo Dawkins, who's dressed in a hoodie and sweats. Lashley says that he has something more fitting for Dawkins, and he pulls out an entire row of suits. So, it was a quick segment, but it gave us an answer to why Lashley was talking to Carmelo and Trick. And it also showed us what Lashley will do with the Street Profits. He believes they're stars and wants them to carry themselves like stars by carrying the way they act, present themselves, and how they dress. So the next few weeks should definitely focus on Montez and Angelo toughening up their act, look, and demeanor, and it'll be very interesting to watch that continue to unfold. But what are your thoughts on today's stories? Leave your comments below. Don't forget to subscribe with all notifications on, and leave a like if you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, guys.